Okay, so here I am, 2016 Subaru Forester. It's just the 2.5 non-turbo premium. I have the Christmas tree lights in the dash, you know, the AT temp sensor flashing, the hill assist, the ABS light, and another light I forget is on. Those aren't flashing, just the AT temp sensor. So what I did here is I removed the intake from the air box there to the throttle body. So I just removed that and just tossed it over to the side, and then I removed, there's a cover over that right there. So this gray one right here is the switch or the connector for the transmission. It goes let's see, it goes like this. It's just connected like that. Not that that's important, but anyways, it's the gray switch, the gray one right there. So I just removed it. It's getting kind of dark, and I tested the resistance. So it's 12 pin connector, but there's only 9 pins in there. So I did some homework. I found this sheet here with the solenoids and all their colors, and then I traced the colors back on that connector, and I found the ohms that they're supposed to be. So that's all right there that they're supposed to be. And then here's what I got. Horrible writing, sorry, but anyway, so right here, so black at the very top left right there. See the X's, there's no pins, and then the red and blue on the right there, that's for the oil temperature sensor. So that's a different thing. There's no, it's 0, there's no reading there. Anyway, so the black at the very top is for the primary down solenoid. It's supposed to be 10 to 13 ohms. I got 12.6, so that's good. The gray I tested is the primary up solenoid. It's supposed to be 10 to 13. I got 12.5. The brown right there in the middle is the middle right there, I got 4.9. So the brown is the clutch solenoid here. It's supposed to be 4 to 6 ohms of resistance, so that's good. The green, which is right next to the brown right there, I got 6.5. Green is right there. It's the secondary solenoid. It's supposed to be 5 to 7, so that's good. And then at the bottom here, the white is, I got 12.7. White here is supposed to be 10 to 13 lockup duty solenoid, so that one's tested good. And then the yellow, I got 0.2. So the yellow over here is supposed to be transmission ground. It's supposed to be less than 1 ohm, so that tests good. Now the orange right here, all the way on the left right here, I got 155. You can't read that, it's horrible writing. 155. The orange over here is supposed to be 2 to 4.5, the all-wheel drive solenoid. So that one seems to be bad. So that's how I tested that. So this is looking into the connector there. So it's looking that way, like that. Let's see if I can get a shot. That is looking into the connector like that, right? Horrible, right there. So that's how I tested it. And then you can see the colors of the wires in the back there. And that's where I'm at so far. So I have a sensor ordered. It should be here tomorrow. I probably won't get to it till this weekend because I have some stuff going on. But anyways, that's where the you can find videos on this. The valve body is right in there. So you remove those bolts right there, and then that's just the cover. You take the cover off, and then you remove a few bolts in the valve body, and the valve body just comes off. I guess you have to remove this engine mount right here too, and then it should just fit all through here. But so that's where I'm at now. I know Dorman makes some solenoids for the other solenoids here, the ones that are 10 to 13. So the primary up, the lock duty, and the primary down, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, Dorman makes some of those switches. So I'm gonna have to replace. When I take it out, I'm gonna test them all. But I think I have a bad all-wheel drive solenoid there, and that, if you look at the picture, is at the very top. And it's, yeah, there's 4 solenoids that are easily replaceable that people normally replace, and it's at the top. You can look up pictures there. Anyways, so that's where I'm at with this, and that's how I tested it. I can kind of show you here how I did it. Let me set this up real quick. Okay, so I have my ohm meter, my multimeter set to 200 ohms right there. So obviously it's open because I have the connectors in my hand. And then let's see, I just put the black here, I put it, and I just like kind of scratched it into the transmission case for ground, because that's grounded. And then I just touched one of these other wires. So let me see if I can do this real quick. Okay, so here's 12.2, that's the top one there. It's getting dark. Okay, there you go, 155. I know it's kind of hard to see, but I don't have 3 hands or a phone mount, so 155. I'm just using the ground, I'm just scratching like the top of the case here for ground, and then I'm just putting the left one on top of the little pin, and this is the orange wire here. So anyways, that's how I tested it. So I have the new solenoids coming tomorrow, or today and tomorrow. I have some coming today, but I'm not gonna need to replace those. But I have that solenoid, the 3 to 3.5 solenoid. It's the orange, this orange one here at the bottom, is the one where I'm getting 155. It's horrible writing, but right there, orange on the left. And that's how I tested it. So I'll keep you updated. Okay, so here's a brand new 12 ohm solenoid. So it tests 12.2. Still in the package, I just poked mini holes there. But I got 3 of them. This is the Dorman brand, right there. Lockup solenoid, and they're just apparently, so the solenoids, the 3 of them that are the 12 ohm solenoids are interchangeable, because they're all just 12 ohm solenoids, 12 and change, or whatever it was that I said, 10 to 13 or whatever it is. So those are all interchangeable, I guess. So I bought 3 of those, but all 3 of those are testing good on mine. So tomorrow the 3 ohm solenoid will be here, and yeah, so you just there's two blades in there, you can see them, and you just touch them together, and that's that gives you the resistance. So that's that right there, and that's just how you test them. So when I take them out, that's what I'm gonna do, and check that. So I went to the dealership, I got a gasket for the cover, the transmission cover, and I'll show that. And I also got some O-rings, I guess the inside that you're supposed to replace or something, I don't know. The total came out to $16 for all 3 of those things at the Subaru dealership. But yeah,